Okay, I couldn't resist. I gotta jump in on this shit too. This is regarding Tim is Hardcore, Jason King, Dark Seven, Dark Fool, coffee shop talk about the kingdom of heaven. Now, granted, I haven't watched all of your guys' videos all the way through because I've been out of the loop. Now there's a shitload of them, so I'm just gonna touch upon one point. The kingdom of heaven. You know, I wish there was a kingdom of heaven. I wish there was an afterlife. I wish there was a God that cared about us. But my mind just won't let it be. It's just rationality just kicks over, and I just can't believe in something like that. It just doesn't work out. It's not that I don't hope there is, right? If there is some sort of heaven or afterlife and some God that cares and loves us, you know, that would be great. That would be great. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And I've tried to believe. I just don't see it. It just doesn't add up. And for obvious reasons. I mean, you know, horrible things happen to innocent people. Children get raped and murdered and thrown in the ditch to die. I mean, it just doesn't add up. And I know people will say, well, that's man's free will, or, you know, that's Satan or whatever. But if this God is really all loving and forgiving, why doesn't he intervene to stop this shit? Why does he let great people die of horrible deaths? Because he's not there, or he doesn't care. Either way, it doesn't make sense to live your life a life of abstinence or, you know, restraint in order to appease him, because Christians say it's this way. Now, if for some reason there is a God, I'm positive it's not a Christian God. It doesn't make any sense that a God would give us feelings and desires and instincts, and then tell us to refrain from following them. Although every other animal in the world does indulge in them. So it's just one of those things where it's so improbable that there's a Christian God, it's not worth it. It's not worth living a life of neurotic turmoil, you know, to appease this. Where if on the off chance that I'm wrong and there is a God, you know, on the fraction of 1% that there is a God, well, my whole take is, well, if I'm really his children, he created me, and I do my best to be a moral person, which I try, you know, then, you know, I should be with him. But I'm not going to change my life and my attitudes to follow that fraction of 1%. It's just not there. I think the kingdom of heaven, the whole idea is a fairy tale. You know, it's a nice thought to comfort people at a time when most people were living in really bad conditions, and that's all they had to look forward to was a kingdom of heaven.